Okay guys, this is one of those videos where I'm going to go on a bit of a rant about what I consider to be bad play and mistakes. Mistakes mainly by my team. Now, anybody who has platooned with me knows that I like going up and down this road here and working my way forward very carefully and eliminating the vehicles that are almost always hiding in the corner back there. Now, the first thing I'm a little bit angry about is there's a very good player from Usavich there called Billy, and he urged me in writing to go to A1 at a very early stage in the fight. And, you know, anybody who knows the first thing about scouting knows that you cannot go to A1. You'll die. All that he needs is lights. He doesn't need me to be in any particular place, and I will drive in the proper way and try to stay below the horizon from the people ahead of me. So, you know, it went well. You know, we did reasonably well here, and we did eliminate those people in front of us. But now I have to get into the delicate matter of what my platoon mates were doing in this fight. Now, I think it's acceptable for a kamikaze to work the middle of the map there, work the reverse slope, take pot shots. But in retrospect, I should have insisted that Tankzilla get behind me and support this push. You know, the phrase I've always used, you know, probably for 3 years playing this game is you want to outnumber them at the point of contact. And the reason for that has to do with the crown jewels of this game, damage per minute. If I'm spotting for 7 or 8 people instead of 5 or 6, we will eliminate our opponents quicker. It's that simple. Now, I was hit, but there's a dead T-28 prot up there. He hit me. Now let's refight this battle. Tankzilla, instead of dying over there in an isolated battle of attrition, you know, I'm not helping him, he's not helping me. It would have been far better if he'd worked with the IS-6. We might have eliminated the T-28 prot quicker, and I might still be undamaged. Now, on the other hand, you know, I have to say that I do like our current layout. If this was a tank company, you know, like when we used to do champion companies, I'd be really happy with the fact that I'm spotting for a whole bunch of guys, and that they're in a compact formation, which means that if an opponent is spotted, almost everybody can shoot at him. That's what you always want in this game. You know, dispersion is bad, concentration is good. I would say, you know, 95% of the time. Now, we're getting into the later stages of this fight. I know it's only a little over 4.5 minutes, and it looks like we're winning. And this leads to another complaint that I have. And this happens many, 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 many times. We've experienced success in this battle so far with me spotting for people. They've kept their distance. They've made use of what my tank has to offer in this fight. But now, it's like they forgot all the rules of this game. And I'm going to hit the space bar and you guys can watch what happens. You know, it's like they're grateful for what I did, but then they forget about the fact that I'm here and that I can still help them a lot, provided they observe a bit of caution. But no, they just drive around and get picked off, and it's ridiculous. I mean, that IS-6 should know better. These guys can all make use of this little reverse slope here. I'll go over to the next ridge and spot for them, and we'll wipe the enemy out. But instead of doing it that way, the proper way, they all started driving like fools. And you know, I'll give it away. This game ended in a draw, and I survived. And I was very, very frustrated with the behavior of these people. You know, if they want to get better, they got to stop doing this kind of stuff. So I'm going to hit the space bar, and you guys can watch what happens here. So there's Billy driving over there. Right? That's a mistake. He gets hit almost right away, almost wiped out. There's the Artie. Enemy is hit. That one didn't go through. Now our Tiger P, he's a 45% player. He's in the correct position. The IS-6 should be beside him there. And, you know, people are not taking the time to let things settle down. And, you know, I'm willing to go spot for them, but, you know, they're just driving around. It's pathetic, really. And we've got a guy capping us now. And the Cromwell, he played really well in this game, and we perhaps should have eliminated him sooner. But as you can see, right, you know, it's frustrating to witness this. I should also mention that the T-34 Trollobits there, he died in a ridiculous manner early in the fight. You can see his corpse over there. I mean, that's just a complete misuse of a T-34. Now, I'm just going to try to spot these guys. Now, the ISU, he's in the right place. The SU is heading back to the corner. And, you know, I'm still of the belief that these guys could redeploy and make use of what I can offer them and get out of the range of the view of that Cromwell. But no, you know, this guy should retreat. They should all retreat. And you know, they made use of what I was able to do for them earlier in the fight, and now it's like they forgot everything that they did earlier. Look, I can't explain it. I know it's a pub match and stuff, but you know, that's one of the reasons I'm creating these videos, is to try to cure people, at least people who watch them, of these ridiculous notions that don't accomplish anything. I mean, this T-34 here, he should be back in the corner over there. You know, there he's gone. The Indian Panzer got him. And, you know, it's hard for me to drive in a safe and sensible manner and at the same time give people detailed instructions about where to go. Now, the T-34-85, look, he's capping. I mean, what kind of another 46% player? So the positioning of the three surviving people isn't quite ideal. You know, I want them further away from the enemy. And I'm telling them, pull back, trust me. So the Nashorn is leaving the area. The SU, the ISU is there. Now, the 56% player, he did all right. The ISU did all right, but the SU cost us the possibility of a win here by committing suicide. Now, I'm gonna look at this again. I have a feeling that even that 56% guy, Mad Aarons, in the ISU, even he did not observe the correct procedure here. So he's in a good position there. There's lots of cover, and I'm just going to drive and hopefully get them a perfect target. And as you can see, though, that Indian Panzer can't see me. Right, this all goes to the question of distance. I have to, for short scouting, you've got to keep the maximum distance. All you need is the light, and you don't need to approach them too closely. So that my three guys here are in a pretty safe place. They're not going to get spotted. And I think another thing that happened here is that the Nashorn waited forever to kill the capper, and that's a mistake. That's a selfish, incredibly selfish thing to do, because there might be other targets, and people who wait to kill somebody in order to get all the defense points, you know, that can be incredibly costly. So we'll just see what happens here. And this whole time, you probably noticed we've got replay surge, speeding up and slowing down. I'm fed up with it, but there's nothing I can do about it. So you can see on the map there, the mini-map, the last known position of all 4 surviving players. Okay, here we are. Now, let's see. Yeah, see the SUs are creeping towards him, right? That's a mistake, because I'm going to light them up. See, look at, they're moving closer. Okay, this is, okay, who saw me? The Cromwell saw me. And I think he hit me a couple times here, actually. There's plenty of time. There's only one capper. And there he is. Now. There, I was just hit by the Cromwell. One more hit and I'm done. And see, here is the here's the bad part. Okay, I'm lighting this guy up, and the Nashorn, I think, had and look, they're driving towards him and they get hit. Right? This is the stupidity that I'm talking about. I'm lighting the target for them, and they won't accept that. They have to drive around and, you know, to resist the urge. Now, here, I'm coming towards this guy to try to hit him because the Nashorn isn't doing it. And look at that. Red Dawn 30. And this guy's driving forward now. You know, moron. Sorry, dude, but what can I say? I'm not going to say we were going to win the game, but you know, you don't throw away your tank like that. And the Cromwell that hit me and killed him, you know. Oh, there he is over there. Okay. And now this guy's going for a lone wolf charge. You know, there's not much more I can say about this fight, but it is very frustrating that players who have played thousands of battles, it's like they haven't internalized any of the rules of this game. And you know, this idea that this SU can go for a drive and win it, it's ridiculous. Anyways, I think I'm going to cut this video short. There's not a whole lot more to say. Like I said, it ended in a draw, and if people had just shown a little bit of moxie and a little bit of intelligence about making use of what the Scout has to offer, this game would have ended differently. So it's I can't say game over. It's a draw, and I hope you enjoyed the video.